Hello and welcome back to Something Dumb, episode number 27. Today we got a few final tables from the past month or so. Past 3 weeks, but whatever, who's counting? What do we got? We got a few bounty builders on Poker Stars, a Bounty King Jr. on GG. I think there's another GG final table, and then a few Daily Legends on Party Poker. So let's hop into it. Okie dokie, so starting on December 4th. We got a $5 bounty builder on Party Poker. We got Jazz on the final table. We got Jesus. Kiss My Ace. Easy with Aces. The fake one. PSA. Got myself. Ellen? Got the kitty walking on the keyboard. Fuck off, man. We got Crazy Cool. We got Firmib. Oh my lord, attacking my necklace now. Leave me alone. Got Firmabig. And then I was thinking to myself, how do we go about this final table here? We're sitting in second place. We got an ace and a 10 to start things off. We're offsuit. We play call. Kitty, do you fucking mind? There we go. Ace 10 sees a 9-9-4 flop. We check and see a queen. Could have went for a bet. I like that 10 of spades in our holding. I also don't mind just giving up the pot. PSA goes for a big bet on the turn here. We'll just get out of the way. PSA will take that one down. Ooh, ace queen suited. We'll play this bad boy. Hopefully there's a bounty on the line. Jazz, rip it in. Jesus, go all in. Kiss My Ace, go all in over the top. No, that'd be quite scary. That ace queen suited might hit the muck at some point. Folds around to me. Ellen is a regular. We got a 3-bet from Crazy Cool. That's a big bounty on their head. $8. One of two ways we can play this. We can go for a call, which I don't necessarily like. We're just going to see so many flops that we're going to have to get rid of our holding on. I expect this to be a pocket pair of some sort. Jacks, 10s. Sometimes we even see like 9s and 8s in there. We get an ace king. That's no good for us. Huge pot. Queen on the flop. That's good news. We're just sweating a king or jack. And we do sweat it. Get that big ass bounty. Ace queen comes up large for us here on the final table. $8 in our pocket. And a big ass stack. We're in first place position. Queen 9-0 will go for the open. From the cutoff and hopefully take it down pre. We get a small 3-bet from Ellen, and this will just be a fold from us. Again, Ellen's a regular. I expect them to be putting a lot of pressure on me. Ace Jack, this is a strong holding. Let's get some. Nope, just one bounty opportunity. That's all we want. Easy with aces, go for the open. Fake ass easy with aces. No, they fold. We'll open up the ace jack. Call a 3-bet from Jazz or Jesus in the big. Jazz calls, which is interesting. Jesus might come along with a call as well. Am I recording? That's the recording button that he hit earlier. Good shit. Ace king 10 flop. All good news. We got a straight draw. Top is to pairs. We don't necessarily want to see a Jazz just dunk it all in. But if they're a fishy doodah, we should expect them to be doing that. With a pair straight draw. Pair and a straight draw, sorry. Sometimes it's a weak top pair. Go for the min bet on the flop. Get a call. 8 on the turn. So I think we got two options on the turn here. Once it checks to us, it should check to us. Like if you just donk jam, what the fuck do we do? Flick in the call, I suppose. And then I was going to say our two options are to bet small once again, like 1.5 blinds, or jam all in. With a spade, I think I like the smaller bet on the turn. Without a spade, I think I prefer just jamming it in. I think that just because you block flush draws, does that make sense? Or unblock flush? So when you block the flush draw, you'd expect them to have more value hands and less draws. But when you unblock it, you go for the smaller bet because you expect them to have more flush draws. Does that sound logic? Or does that need some reworking? I don't know, but Jazz limps it in here. Like an ace king 4 flop. This is pretty boring, but Jazz might go busto. Kiss my ace in the big. Gets a free turn card, a king of clubs. Jazz bets real small. And kiss my ace swiftly folds, so Jazz is alive. 9-10. Oh, we're so big, or we got such a big stack we could start to open it. We let it go though. I expect Ellen to put a lot of pressure on me. Kind of surprised that they haven't. Other than that 1-3 bet. Get a limp and a raise and a call and an ace jack 10 flop. Guess my ace lead rips. That's funny shit. Easy with aces, apparently a reg. And they find the fault on the good board for him. Might have had some sort of kings, queens, or just some sort of bluff. Like a king 6-0. Random bullshit. Holding 9-6-0. It doesn't matter. We get an ace and a queen in the big blind. We hope to face a jam. Jazz, rip it in. Jesus, come in over the top. And then we flick in the call. Go for a couple bounties, hopefully. As Jazz actually just limps it in. Jesus folds. PSA plays call as well. So we got options here. We can make it like 4 blinds. Or we can rip it all in. I don't think check makes sense. I think we want to raise it on up. We do go for the smaller raise. Hopefully Jazz rips. They do have a min bounty on their head, but that's fine. We'll just look to scoop the pot. Jazz plays call. Interesting. PSA flicks in a call as well. PSA leads for large. What the fuck do you do with ace queen? I guess let it go. King 10-6 flop. You don't have a diamond in your holding. Calling feels awful. There's just not enough behind. Fortunately, the ace queen hits the muck. I don't want to click that rabbit. That's just some tilt juice right there. Fermega. Interesting. They rip it all in for 12, 13 blinds. Ellen sees a $3 bounty and says that's not too enticing, I'll just fold. So it's about like $30 for the win. Like 33 or some shit, 35? I don't remember. Some small number. So you just really want to get that W plus all the bounties on top of it. And we're in a pretty good position to be doing that. Ellen sees a king queen 7 flop. Bets 1.5 blinds. Jazz has 2.8. They find the call, ace on the turn. 1.3 blinds behind. Ellen bets all in. What the fuck do we do? Jazz calls with the king jack, and he's got the best of it. With the pair and the straight draw. Ellen with a pair of queens. That's no good. And then we pick up a couple of jakes. Nice call by Jesus there. Oh my lord, cat. Why'd you do that? So Jesus goes for the open. Kiss my ace. Plays call. Easy with aces. Rips it all in for 13 blinds. And I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a dog barking in the back. So I got this one cat just running around. Dog barking in the back. Easy with aces is all in. And I got jakes. The question is, do we play call or rip it all in? And I actually don't mind just playing call. Because we do got Ellen behind us still. We flicking a call with those Jakes. Oh, that dog needs to shut up. I don't think the microphone picks it up. I should take a peek, but just gonna hope it doesn't. So the thing is, the dog's really old and it just barks at like nothing. And right now it's like missing my mom, which is kind of sad, but it's like at the same time, you're a dog, shut up. I don't want you to pass away just quite yet, but just go to bed. It's bedtime. It's like 11. Easy with aces has an ace and a 10. And they find an ace on the flop. That's real bad news for me. We're going to need a club or a Jake. Jake on the river. There we go. We get the $3 bounty and the kitty's back to fucking press more buttons. Oh, my lord, cat. 10-7. It's suited and booted. We'll open it on up. Get a call from Jazz in the small. Jesus in the big. Jesus comes along. We get an ace, jack, 10 flop. Interesting stuff with that bottom pair of 10s. We could always bet one blind. We could check it back and just give up the pot. We got options here. If Jesus leads, we just fold. We do just select to check back the flop. We get a 6 of diamonds. And I really just want to check this bad boy down, show the 10 and say, is it good, fellas? And they'll say, no, I've got a jack, as Jazz leads out. Jesus finds the call. 9 on the river. Pretty boring pot, but we might get an all-in and a call. Jazz will find the check. Jesus will take it with the flop straight. Interesting that no more bets went in there. We got 2 pairs versus the flop straight. Got a diamond on the river, completes the flush. Both players slow right down on the river. 5-4 will go for the open. Jazz finds the call. We flop a frickin' flush draw. 5 high. We don't want to see a Jesus lead. No, we don't. If Jesus leads, I suppose I just fold. I think we have to bet. Do we bet to fold? What the hell do we do here? I guess we bet call. I guess we bet call against Jesus. If Jazz is all in, Jazz is all in. That's cool. We'll look for a diamond. Potentially some backdoor straight draws. Don't expect a 5 or a 4 to be good on the turn. If Jesus calls, that sucks. As we get a Jesus call and jack of hearts on the turn. What do we do? Check. What the fuck do we do? We got 5 high. Do we just put Jesus all in? I don't know. I think it's worth just preserving our chips. 5 on the river. I don't think this will be good. But it could just be a better diamond draw in Jesus' shoes. Some straight draws. Would they bluff on the river? No, they might just go showdown. King 2 and 7-8. So we'll take the side pot with against Jesus and Jazz. Well, get a triple up. That sucks. By the way, they called with 7-8-0, right? 7-8-0 they call. I know I opened 5-4, but like they're just blasting chips off. Get an Ellen open and an all in from Jesus. I suspect a call. We get an ace jack versus ace queen suited. Good flop for Jesus. Great turn. Except there's... Oh, sorry. Spade draw for Ellen. I didn't realize. I thought they just made the pair of queens and locked up the board, providing there's no 10 on the river. But no, Ellen picked up a flush draw. They don't smack it on the river. Jesus gets a double up. Jazz limps it in. Into Ellen's big blind. Not a very good idea. PSA will raise to 3 blinds. Jazz finds the call. We get an ace king 4 flop. Expect this to go check, bet, decision. PSA says no. We'll go to the turn for free. 6 of spades. Is that aces? PSA bets large on the turn. Kind of a stupid sizing. They should have bet real small. Getting all in from Jazz. PSA calls with Jacks versus Ace King. What a stupid play from PSA, no offense. What a stupid, stupid play. I don't know, they should have done something differently. Probably not bet on the turn. Probably just check. Give up the pot. You got an ace and a king on the flop. Whatever. I'm not here to coach PSA. We get a Jazz limp and Ellen raised to 4.5 blinds. King 6-4 flop. Ellen with the range advantage checks. Interesting. Do you just have kings? Did you just make quads, Ellen? Bet's real small on the turn. This makes sense. And that small bet will take it down. Oh boy, Jazz is out of here, right? Or is that just a big pot going for Kiss My Ace? Sorry, I was distracted by the kitty. Big pot for Kiss My Ace with the King Jack versus Jazz's tens. And an open from Ellen and a call from Jazz. A small bet from Ellen and Jazz finds the call. King on the turn. Ellen goes bombs away for 3 blinds. Leaving Jazz with about 7. Whoa. And Jazz finds the fold. Firmabig. Firmigabur. They rip it all in. Ace 8 in the big. PSA calls. That's probably a strong holding, eh? 5.3 blinds to call. This is very close. Into a pot of 18. 5.3 with the bounties on top of it. Maybe it's a call. 6s and 5s. Whoa, good call. Ace on the flop. Could you imagine if I folded? How pissed off would I be? Double knockout, flopping the toppest of pairs, boppity boo, about $5 in bounties, and a stack that's larger than oh fuck. Usually my brain can come up with analogies right on the spot, but I was thinking about Mount Everest, but then I was like, that's a stupid analogy, Brendan. Then I thought, a pot larger than my ego. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's a funny joke, but let's just let's look for something else. And then I was just like, look, I don't know. Now, how big is my stack? It's only 50 blinds when you really think about it. As we get a little break ski. You see, I got 50 blinds. Ellen's got 43. It's kind of scary as they're a strong player. Now we got an ace on the button. We eventually go for the open. Jazz in the big with that min ass. Bounty finds the call. We get a king 10-7 flop. Not the best for my holding, but pretty good for my range, so we'll just go for a little min bet. And if Jazz leads, I suppose I just fold, even though there's plenty of draws out there. I just don't think my ace high is going to hold up here. It's going to be very difficult to play facing the leading range. However, we can just bet fold. There it is. Click the button. Good stuff. And Jazz swiftly folds. Queen 6 suited. We could pass on the spot. We elect to go for the open. Ellen finds the call. Jazz finds the call. Jesus in the big. You had a 10-3-3 flop. Very interesting stuff. Got that heart draw. Board is paired. Would have expected Ellen to bet a lot of 10-10. 3-bet pre-flop. Potentially they could just call though. But I would have expected a 3-bet from them. So they're going to have some 3x, I suppose. We go for a really small bet on the flop here. Just in case Jazz goes all in. We can still click it back. We get the deuce of hearts on the turn. So Ellen could have those ducks. They could have, say, ace 5 of hearts, king 5 of hearts. I don't know why I'm saying 5. King X of hearts, ace X of hearts. Then what do we do with our flush? Do we just go bombs away? I suppose so. I think if Ellen raises, we should look to slow down. We do get a call. The more that I look at this spot, we should probably look to get away from the queen of hearts. Queen high heart flushes, you know. Board's paired. Oh, but it's such a strong holding. So I know what happens here, and I go for a big betski. Looking to get paid. The more that I look at it, I don't like it. Because I can't fold facing a jam. There's the jam from Ellen. And I should find the fold. But I just can't. I'm just not there yet. You know, if it was one of these green tagged players, I should find the call. But it's Ellen, and I should just find the fold. Oh boy. 17 blinds into a pot of like 90. What a price. You just don't expect this to be worse flushes. So as I moan and groan, I eventually flick in the call. Ellen shows me ducks. I wonder if I take the whole 15 seconds here. So we're down to about 9 blinds. That's horrific. We'll be in 4th place position. My thinking was there's not going to be 10s because we're going to face a 3-bet pre. So there's not going to be that slow play. So there's going to be potentially like what, 8s? And then ducks. And then there's going to be some potentially, if there's going to be some bluff, it's going to be some ace of hearts as we get an all-in and a call from Jazz with the 8-9 suited and they make a flush. Oh boy. And I think in that situation, I just got to find the check call on the river with that queen high flush. I just make a big mistake there. I got greedy for some bounties. Ace king's all in, flops top pair, that's good news. Turns 3 of a kind, completely deads the other 2. We lose Jazz and kiss my ace. So just like that, we do get a couple of ladders, but most importantly, we don't have chips anymore. How disappointing. Ellen owns me. I'm disappointed in myself, but with that being said, it's just another learning lesson. Again, if I'm playing against one of those green tagged players and they find the all-in on the river, I would put some weaker flushes in their range, and then it's going to be a call. But against Ellen, it's just not going to be the weaker flushes, no. They'll just find a call facing a big bet on the river. So like Ellen won't overplay their hand, but a fish would. And this king 7 is close. I don't know what to do. So we got about a $15 ladder for the next player, if we can make it to heads up. So I guess the king 7 hits the muck. 4 deuce gets it all in against king queen. Flops a pair of 2s. We got a flush draw, and it doesn't hit. Jesus is gone. Just like that, we are heads up. But we've got 5 blinds, and Ellen's got 100. So we're all in with the queen 8. And 9-3 for Ellen. Sweating the 9s and 3s. I think there's some chop outs, but we get a 10 on the river. A jack is a chop. What about an ace is not? King is not, so just a jack. King 5, we're all in. We'll raise and take it down pre. So there's always a chance we could get back in the game as we have an ace. Facing a limp, we rip. Take it down. 6-9 suited, we limp it in, expect to get jammed on and we'll fold, except we don't. We get an ace jack 3 flop. So a lot of our ace-x is going to be jamming pre. So we check it back. See a diamond on the turn. We'll find the call. 10 on the river. Should I bluff? No. No. I think my bounty is way too juicy to bluff all in. But the queen 10, I think I should find the call here. There's going to be a lot of king x, ace x. But then there's some like queen x that's suited that flicks it all in. We see a king and a 6. We're going to need a queen or a 10. And we don't find it, so we get second place. Good game for Ellen. And just like that, that's the first little final table done. So we got another bounty builder, this time on Poker Stars on December 12th. So we'll quickly go over the buy-ins and where the bankroll's at on the 12th here. We got $369 for first place we see there. So December 3rd, the bankroll went from $2,429 to $2,270. So we had a pretty bad day, lost a couple $100 there. Then it looks like we bumped it up to $2,512. So that's good news. Had a big December 8th, $680 in buy-ins. That didn't go super well. Bankroll went down to $1,927. And then we were sitting at about $1,700, $1,800 on December 12th. As we got an all-in from Senna. Our RFB's all-in with the ace and the jack and flops the flush draw. No spade for him. Doesn't get lucky here on the final table. So that was some misery as we just went over the buy-ins. So it was very swingy. Had a lot of buy-ins. Like $600 one day, $300 another day. Couple $100 another day, yeah, and then it started to go higher from there. But anyways, we'll just go over this final table here now. We got Hugo, we got Kurt, we got myself, we got Den, we got Risk, RFB, Southpaw, Senna, and then this one player sitting here on the button, deep in the time bank. Pally Low. Paleo? I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's whatever. So we get a raise from the small, a call from the big, a king, queen. Queen flop goes bet call. I don't know. We'll see. There's the bet. And a call. 2 on the turn. Another bet here from RFB. Another call from Southpaw. 3 on the river. Big ass pot here. All in from RFB and it gets through. So we're sitting in third place position. That's not too comfy. We're just looking to try to get a bounty here. Win a nice pot. Hopefully build a big stack. RFB sitting in first place with a 70 blind stack. That's where we want to be. As we get a raise all in and a call. Jacks versus King 10. Jacks flop pretty well. And the King 10 doesn't make a straight. So it's Gonzo Alonzo. Southpaw gets a bounty. And a queen of the same suit. We'll open it up. Looks like I'm going for the bigger sizing as well. 2.2x instead of just the min raise. And I wonder if I should be folding facing a 3-bet. It's a very weird spot with ace queen suited as we get a call from the small from Hugo. Kurt also calls. We get a queen 10-9 flop. So king jack flops a straight, jack 8 as well. And there's 10s and 9s. I suppose queens we block, and they probably would have 3-bet pre. Going for the half pot size bet. And man, that dog's roughing away in the back. Kurt finds the call. We get a 9 of clubs on the turn. Very interesting as the board pairs. We pick up a flush draw. So we can go for another bet, get called by worst queen X, I suppose, as Kurt leads out. Very interesting stuff. We just have a call situation. Look, I went and checked on the dog, and the dog is fine. Still roughing away, just like, Mom, where are you? As we get the king of clubs on the river. So we make the best possible flush. Board is still paired. But I'm not folding. Kurt checks. We rip and take it down. I do believe Kurt folds. Sorry for the spoiler, but I believe it's a snap fold. Well, can you imagine if he calls now? Well, you know what? This tournament was played a while ago. I don't remember. And it's not a snap fold, so I'm just wrong. Kurt goes in the tank and then lets it go. I don't think I get a big stack here. It's just the 48 blinds in the middle. I mean, that's a pretty big stack. Put me in second place position. Give me room to hang out patiently. That I will do. And if we do get a call, then what is there going to be? Another 21 blinds in the middle? 60, almost 70 blinds. That'd put me in like first place. Whoa. Obviously want to call. But again, I think they fold. There it is. And it was not a snap fold like I originally thought, but it doesn't matter. Get an all in and a call and an ace and a king versus a jack and a 10. Jack 10 goes and flops a pair. Ace and a king doesn't get there. Den Camina is all in. Hugo bets 2 blinds. Do we find the call? Weird spot with a 6 and a 2, the same suit. $10 bounty on the line. I suppose we flick in a call. Can you imagine if Den folded? No. With 466 chips, they're all in. Get an ace, king, 8 flop. Get a bet from Hugo. And we'll find the fold. Obviously, we have the backdoor diamond draw, but I don't really care about it. As we get the 7 of hearts on the turn. As 2 pairs, 6, 2, don't make a flush. Just like that. Hugo gets the bounty. And we lose a body. Nice pot going Hugo's way. Queen and a jack under the gun. We could go for an open here. I don't know what to do apparently, and I find the fold. It's offsuit. We're in second place position. Interesting. Hugo goes for the open on the button. We got a 10 and a 9 in the big blind. We'll defend. King 5-3 flop. Pretty boring. We'll just check and fold. Hugo C bets for small. Fold. Click the fold button. I don't know what I'm tanking for, but fold. Southpaw goes for the open. We got an ace and a queen in the small. We can 3-bet all in. We can just play call. We can 3-bet not all in too. 9's too big. Six might be a little bit too small. We still click the 6 big blind raise anyhow. Like, do we fold to a jam? This is kind of dumb now, isn't it? Anyways, the 3-bet gets through. Blinds go up. Doesn't this under the gun open feel so scary? Like you should just fold pre. King 10-0. Might have to flick in a call anyhow. Hopefully somebody 3-bets and we can just fold. This is terrifying. Do it southpaw. Rip. No. Do it, Kurt. Go all in. No. Can't fold. I think we have to call. $21 bounty on the line potentially. Ace queen 7 flop. Straight draw to the jack, 4 cleanouts. We can call a super small bet. Anything above half pot, I think we just fold. 1.99. It's on the larger sizing here on this dry board. Feels like we have to call once, doesn't it? It does. 8 of clubs. 500k in the middle. 10 blinds, 11 behind. All in from risk, and they'll take it down. They could have had some sort of like jack 10 of clubs or some shit, but not much we can do there. If Kurt opens, queen 10 suited could be a 3-bet rip. I think I typically play call, but this could just be a jam. Whoa. Can you imagine if I find a small 3-bet? He clicks it. He goes for a small 3-bet with queen 10 suited. I should have made it 6 blinds, I think, because that's what I made it before, but the small 3-bet still comes in here. And if Kurt rips, then I just fold. Yeah. But I do like it. It did not work out, obviously. I like the play, though. But if we rip, we might be able to get, like, king, queen to fold. Queen, jack to fold. What about something like ace 10? It might fold as well, so. But the small 3-bet looks sexy. So I'm glad I found it. It didn't work out. And I did it against a regular, so that's kind of unfortunate. I get a limp and a raise and a jam and a fold. Ooh, ace king suited. Looks like we're going for the 2.2x again. Could go for the min raise, but we don't have to. Raise will get through with the ace king, that blows. Get a raise and a jam and what I believe is a fold. Kurt just lay this one down. They do. Ooh, queens. 2.2 blinds. And we get it on through again. Southpaw limps. Hugo raises to 2 blinds. We got 8-6 suited in the big. I suppose we flick in a call. Not loving life. Southpaw we cover. They got that big ass bounty. Queen 9 3 flop. We're pretty done with it. Hugo bets and we'll take it down hopefully. Ooh, a couple 10s. That's a strong hand. Kurt goes for the open. We'll just rip over it. 10s don't really want to play like small 3-bet. They just want to rip it all in over this wide open. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Rip. 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 There you go. All in is the play. Don't you dare click at the 5 blinds. Even though that's been the strategy so far. Situation's just different now. Being in 6th place out of 7. We do get the jam through. And we're back into 3rd. Boopity boo. Ooh, ace king. Guess what I do? No, 2.2. There you go. Blinds have seemingly gone up, so we could always go for the min raise, but from early position I do like the 2.2x. Get a call from RFB. And a call from Hugo. We get a king 5-2 flop, all hearts. Seemingly pretty good. We don't have to bet large here at all. I do like the small sizing, and we get a couple folds. Ooh, a couple queens. Do it, Southpaw. Rip it all in, rip it all in, rip it all in. Try to take it down. $42. Folds. What do we do? We could go 2.5. We could go 3x. I think I actually prefer 3x. The 2.5 will just raise and take it down pre. Actually, like 2.8 maybe. Some sort of interesting size. Make him think about it. Ooh, Jack 7-0 on the button. Are you serious? This is a little wide here, Brendan. Trying to take advantage of that big stack, and we face a jam from risk. Ace and a queen. We'll see if we're switching up to a min-raise strategy. We actually just get a min-raise from Kurt. Do I call? What do we do here? Do we rip? We play call. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Got a 7-4-2 flop, 2 clubs. We don't have any. Do we hero call with ace queen as we get a small bet? I feel like we have to call one. What the hell did we get ourselves into? Maybe we should have went for a small 3-bet pre-flop, folded to a jam. As we get the 6 of clubs on the turn, now we can just give up the pot. Did we just save ourselves like 16 blinds by playing call pre? Pretty easy fold on the turn here. Unfortunate news, Kurt. We'll take down a nice sized pot. A raise and a jam and a call and a flip. Looking for an ace, king, or club. There's the ace on the river. We don't get the ladder. That's just fine. Ooh, a couple 9s. Do it, southpaw. Rip it all in. 8.5 blinds. $42 bounty on the line. There's the all-in from southpaw. There's the big bounty on the line. Kurt goes all in. And 9-9. I think we're going to flick it in here. Take this spot. Look for a big stack. Look for that big bounty. Tinking it over though. Take the spot. Flick it in. Flick it in, flick it in. Holy shit, I'm taking forever. Flick it in. Holy fuck. Flick it in. There we go. Ace 10 and ace queen. We get it in. Good flop. Oh, horrific turn though. Horrific turn. And they chop the pot and we're Gonzo Alonzo. Oh well, we got it in good. That's life. Sometimes you lose in those high equity spots. You working? You're working. Alright, we got $11 bounty builder on December 14th. See, we got $530 in buy-ins there. Flopping a pair of 5s in a limp pot. We'll go along to the turn. Ooh, look at that, another 5. So we got the 3 of a kind. That's good news. Yeet fam should not have limped into my big blind. 8 on the river completes the 6-7 straight. We'll go for a big bet. Yeet fam calls, and we see the good news that we're a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So we were 6-7. After winning that pot, looks like we're in 3rd place position. We got a king and a 3 in the small blind. We'll go for a raise and hopefully take it down pre. The question is, what size do we go? And I think we go 3x. There it is. Good stuff. No limping in. 3 blinds to go. We got Kippy in the big. Eat fam limps. Sees that I have 3 of a kind. Gets pissed off. Throws the little shit emoji thinger at me. There we go. They go for the raise this time. We got Bluff River. Floppin' Ho. Maldives Solver. And Gerard. Ace Jack 8 flop. Good for Yeet fam. They check it back. 8 on the turn. Flopping O checks, eat fam bets. And flopping O folds. Eat fam leads out on the turn here with the aces, diamonds, flopping O rips, eat fam folds. Very interesting shit. They're down to 5 blinds. Eat fam's all in on the Jack 10-4 flop. They got 8-7, a straight draw to the 9. That's no good. They need an 8 or 7 or 5, and they don't find it. Jack on the river. Very questionable play by Yeet fam. And they're Gonzo Alonzo. King high for flop and ho is good. Bluff river comes in for the open. We have 8-10-0. We could just let this go, and we do. Pretty boring shit. Ace and a jack will go for the open. Oh, that was horrific. Kippy folds. Flop and ho, get out of the way. I want to play with bluff river. Flop and ho, 3 bets. I suppose I fold. The raise gets through pretty boring shit. Gerard goes for the open. Flop and ho, 3 bets. Gerard jams all in and takes it on down. Bringing them up to 31 blinds. Flop and ho with 33. Just about anybody's game here. Kippy even in it with 19 blinds. Ooh, would you look at that? A flush versus... a straight flush versus a flush? Flop and ho's Gonzo Alonzo. Good stuff for Bluff River. Certainly not episode 25. I don't know why I put that up in the corner. Change it, you fool. Don't worry about that. 27 in the top right corner. We got an ace and a queen of the same suit. We gotta go for the open. We gotta play it. And we get it on through pre. Ooh, Gerard goes for the open. Queen 8 in the big blind. I don't know what to do here. We could fold and preserve chips, or we could just call and see a flop. We do go for the call option. Jack 5-2 goes bet fold, and we're moving along. Hurry up, Gerard. Stick in your Betsky. 1.8 blinds. No, they check it on over. Whoa, what's going on here? Do we bluff? Not yet. Let's pick up some equity on the turn first. Check. Check. King of diamonds, not our card. Gerard bet. Do it. 2.2 blinds and they'll take the pot down. Queen high actually could be good here. There's some flush draws and straight draws that we're ahead of, but we'll just let it go. Ace 8 in the small. Here we go. $25 bounty in the big blind. We're playing about 15 blinds deep. I don't know what to do facing the Gerard open. Do we just fold? What do we do? Move the 27 around a little bit more. That's what we do. What do we do? Ace 8 hits the muck? That feels weak. Gerard gets one through. Ooh, look at this. We get a Gerard open for the big size. Mauled rips it all in. Gerard in the tank. Finds the call with a couple of 9s. They're going to need another one as Mauld's got jacks. There's a 9 on the turn. Any 10s? Nope, but another 9 on the river. So Gerard gets a small bounty in a big pot. 30 blinds slide their way. They're sitting pretty in second place. We got an ace from the cutoff. Ace 6-0. Do we let it go? Do we go for the open? I don't know. Might just look for a better spot. We do fold. Kippy goes for the open. We got 9-10 suited in the big. Let's see a flop dealer. If Gerard 3 bets, we just fold. No, we're going to the flop here. King 6-2, no hearts. Easy check fold. Pretty boring shit. Fold. There we go. Ooh, Kippy's getting it all in with the ace and the 10. Bluff River's got a straight draw and he smacks it on the turn. That's a $24 bounty sliding their way. That's a big pot for Bluff River. Big bounty. So we aren't sitting too pretty here in last place with 13.5 blinds. Got a small ass bounty on our head. We got 76 bucks locked up. Gerard rips, and I think we have a call here. We're just playing for chips at this point. Three-handed, king 10-0. Looks pretty good to me. Jack 10, we get it in, great. Flop is good, turn is good. Just sweating a jack, and we do. Win a nice pot there. We're up to 28 blinds, just ahead of Gerard now. 6-8 suited on the button should raise. Don't you dare fold it. Get a raise through pretty good news. Jack 10 in the big will defend. Bluff river raises on the button. We play call. 10-6-3 flop, interesting. We might get put in some weird spots. King on the turn. We do gotta pay off this small bet on the turn here. Evaluate on the river. Flick the call button already. Ace of spades. We really wanted to go check, but we're gonna check. Decide on the size. They go big. I like a hero call. Blocking the straight. Flush misses. Some like 8-7, 9-8, 9-7 misses. 5-4 misses. Call. Oh, you better click the call button, Brendan. I'm going to be so disappointed in you if you fold. The bet's way too small. Call. There it is. Ace 8. That's a horrific river. I still like the call. I still like it. Gerard opens to 2.7 blinds, and I don't know what to do with Queen Jack three-handed here. I don't think calling makes sense, and ripping makes no sense. So we just fold to the big raise pre. A6 on the button will raise. Eventually. Click the raise button. Click it now. This is just a raise. Oh no, am I going to time out? You know what? It happened. So I got sick during one of these tournaments. And here it is, I suppose. I time out. I don't come back to the table. When do I come back? It isn't long, but I do remember this happened. I don't even know what I folded there when it was too quick. Hopefully I get back king 9 in the big blind. Gerard will raise and take another pot off me. How disrespectful of these guys as I'm back with the ace and the 6. Nope, we folded. But I'm back. 5-4 on the button. A little unfortunate. Jack 6, we face a limp. Queen 4-2 flop. Not too interesting. We got the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw going on. We could go for a raise over the 1.1 blind bet. Would be very cool to see. We just land on the fold though. 9-7 suited, feels like we gotta do something with that. We limp it on in, bluff checks it back. King 3-2 flop, no diamonds. We check it on over. 7 on the turn, good stuff. We could go for a check call. We could go for a bet ski to protect our equity. And we elect to bet 1.2 blinds into 2.4. We get a call, 9 on the river, great news. A check raise all in is kind of cool. A block bet is also kind of cool. A big bet isn't likely to get raised, I don't think. We go 3.5 blinds. We get a quick call from bluff river. He's 10 blind on blind, we get a walk. Bad news. 9-4, we'll walk it out. Just kidding, Gerard rips for 20 blinds. Call bluff river. No, they lay it down. Queen 8 facing the jam, we just fold. King 8 on the button, we could go for an open. We like to preserve chips. No, there it is. We find the open. Good shit. You'll love to see it. We take it down pre. Jack 9 facing a bluff river button raise. We see the Gerard all in. Jack 9 will get out of the way. Bluff river quickly calls with the ace and the queen dominating ace 9. There's some chop outs to a 5, but we get a queen on the turn. Gerard's completely dead and we're heads up. 16 blinds to about like 70 something. 79, 80. So we got quite the chip disadvantage. Bluff Rivers collected quite a few bounties. And, well, good luck to us. Jack 8 sees a 7-6-2 flop. We check it back, 2 on the turn. We don't pick up any equity. That 8 of clubs is an interesting card, especially on the 10 of clubs river. I do like throwing in a bluff here. The question is what size. I say super large, go like 3 blinds. No, we check it back and Jack 8 wins. I love heads up poker. 8-3 sees a raise and we'll give him the blinds and antes. King 9. Do we limp? I think so. We'll just play a limping strategy. Fold to a jam, but then call some raises that are smaller, such as the 2.5 blind raise. Ace 10-2 flop. So king high could be good here. Bluff river checks it on over very interestingly. They probably should have went for a Betsky. Ace on the turn. So there's some pocket pairs that I lose to. That sucks. But I kind of want to call down with king high. I'm a non-believer right now. Call. Oh, we're running out of time here. Is Brendan sick again? Oh, he runs out of time. No, I wasn't sick this time. I was just thinking. Bluff river limps. Queen and a 9. Checks 10-8-2 flop. Goes check. Check. 4 on the turn. I should have called down with that king high. Super curious. We make the straight on the river here. Flush completes as well. We bet a blind, hoping to get raised. Bluff river finds the call, and we see the good news that we're the winner. 6-9 suited. We limp in. Jack jack 3 flop goes check. Small bet would probably work a lot here. Bet a blind. I dare you. We land on the check option. 10 of spades on the turn. Bluff river leads out a blind and we'll just fold. Jack 4-0. We could let go. And we do. Bluff river bets 2.5 blinds. This is kind of scary, but we got Jack 9. Oh, we're going to go to the flop here. Don't you dare fold. Ace 10-4 flop goes check, check. 2 of clubs on the turn. We got that heart draw. No straight draw, though. No pair, neither. Really just want to see a heart on the river for free. Instead, we see the 6 of clubs. This will go check. Check. I suppose. Bluff river could always bet small here. It goes check, check, and Jack 9 high wins. Well, we were. 5-8 limps in. We see an ace 4-2 flop. Bluff river leads a blind. We got a straight draw to the 3. We don't got any heart in our holding. I wonder if we should just fold on the flop. Brendan quickly calls. We get a 9 on the turn. Bluff river checks. Interesting. We could go for a bluff ski here. I think we should bluff. There it is. Stick it in. Nicely done. We should have went larger. The bet gets through anyhow. Five, four suited. We'll raise on the button. Or no, we limp, I think. Because we're playing a limping strategy. Faces small raise once again. And we're going to see a flop here. We're suited and booted. Let's go to the fucking flop. Hurry up, Brendan. Click the call button. Are we recording? We're recording good stuff. Oh, I'm sitting out again. What the fuck happened? What's Brendan getting up to? He flops the straight draw and flush draw here. Bluff river bets small. Standard third pot size on a wet ass board. Could have went larger. 10 on the turn. We're going to lead on out. Very nice. You love to see it. It's a nice swift lead. We face an all in. I don't know what to do here. Do we fold the straight draw and flush draw on a paired board? Very rough. Don't you dare click the rabbit. That's just tilt juice. That's a horrific happening there. Big hand for bluff river to take us off the pot. We try to limp in 6-8. Bluff river rips and takes it down. Queen 9 gets a walk. Ace and a 10. We limp it in. We could rip it in. Probably should have, but bluff river will rip. We'll snap call with 60% with the ace 10. We flop poorly against their holding, but we hold on up. 16 blind slide our way. Bluff river misses on the straight draw flush draw. 9-7 gets a walk. Aces. We limp in. Limp them in. Oh, could you imagine if I timed out? Could you imagine if I just raised? Why would I do that? Ace, ace 3 flop. We don't have to bet here. We could check quads. 3 on the turn. Bluff river leads out a blind. We do not need to raise. We'll call C on the river. 3 of clubs. Bluff river checks. I think we should bet pot. Ooh, jam. Could you imagine? Whoa. Do it. Bet something. You better bet something. No, we didn't even bet anything. Oh, he's got no time bank and 4 of a kind. Checks it back. I got nothing to say. That's just hilarious. 4 of a kind bets nothing. At a pot, in a spot, sorry, that he'd probably get paid. 5 facing the 2.5x raise. We'll rip it in. Yeah, everything. We're gonna start acting quicker now, aren't we? 4 of a kind checks it back. It would have been hilarious if my opponent had 4 of a kind as well. The 3-3. No, or just A3, sorry. Oh, it would have been hilarious. Anyways, we got a straight draw and a flush draw. We're looking for a heart or a 2. What about a 6? Nope. 6 does not work. We're missing a 7. Oh boy, how embarrassing. 7 of hearts on the river. Just the worst. Oh, are we gonna miss another bet? 2.5 blinds. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Bluff river gets out of the way. Flush doesn't get paid. That's fine. It was a very small flush. I can't get over checking back quads. A7 flops about. That's pretty good. Check it on over. Hurry up. Oh gosh. Bluff river bets a blind. I think we just play call. We'll see on the turn. Can have a lot of 7x here. 8 on the turn. Bluff river bets 2.8 blinds. Something tells me I save the check raise for the river. The question is, do I have it in me? 4 of diamonds, so the flush completes. Don't you dare lead. Oh, I am gonna lead. That's silly. Check it on over. I lead a blind? Well, does it work? I don't like this in the moment, but we do get the induce raise. Fuck yeah. It works out. We'll see if we get the call on the river here. We gotta get this all in before we time out. 7-8 calls. Good shit. Huge pot slides our way. 50 blinds. He's 10-5 flop. We bet a blind with the queen 3 and we get one through. King and a queen. We're suited and booted. If bluff river rips, I suppose we're all in. They just fold. Ooh, kings. We've played a limp strategy the whole time. We have to play limp here. Queen, queen 5 flop goes check, bet. I don't know. We'll see what bluff river elects to do. We bet a blind. They quickly call 4 on the turn. Still a flush draw out there. There's plenty of straight draws, like a 6-7 of spades potentially. 6-7 of hearts. 4 on the turn. We bet 2 blinds. Bluff river rips it all in. We snap call. Jack 5 sees that they've got 5%. They don't find the 5 on the river. And just like that, we get the W. Good shit. You'll love to see it. I think there's one more tournament on December 14th, and then I'll let you know where the bankroll's at. Look, there was really nothing to show on this final table. I got a couple of aces. We'll be all in. We're 7-7. They do not hold. No, they do not. So we're going to end December 14th at about $2,000. That's pretty fine by me. Unfortunately, we're still down a little bit so far this video. But we still got a few more final tables to go. Regia did deep web. Puts in the raise. Jesper puts in the call. Queen jack 9 flop. Looks pretty shitty, don't it? We're gonna need some hearts or some shit. And to be honest with you, we're pretty good on the flop. That 10 on the turn is what fucking kills us. That's what kills us. Any king or 8 makes a straight. Get a 7 on the river. Regia did deep web, bet 6.9 blinds. Jesper will find the call. And they'll both flip over pocket 8s, which is pretty fucking unfortunate. Considering how good we got it in. You know? What a shame. Oh well. So we made it to the final table of the Bounty King Jr. Get a couple of 7s with 2 blinds under the gun. We'll stick it all in. Yeah, we'll just go from there, boppity boo. Run 3x. Plays call. And then hopefully everybody else folds. I think it does fold. No, it doesn't. Okay. Thought it folded around to the big blind. We get a raise from OUKC to 8 blinds. Mind a Gus. Finds the call. Run 3x. Plays call as well. Queen 10 4 flop. So if we somehow find a 7, we'll get 13 blinds. That'd be pretty sweet. Do biddy biddy do. A 10 on the turn. We could somehow be good. Ace king, king jack. Some sort of like 6s or 5s. Somehow 3 ways. OUKC puts in a Betsky. Mind a Gus finds another call. We're probably pretty fucked. 9 on the river. If we weren't fucked on the turn, we were fucked on the river. OUKC checks it on over. Mind a Gus rips it in. They show the straight. King jack got there. 7s are dead. It's a 9 out of 3,500. We get $100 in bounties, not too bad. I think that brought us up to about 2,140. $2,140 or something like this. So minor correction, we ended the day at $2,005. We made a Daily Legends regular Raz tournament. King Queen gets it all in versus Ace 5. And we're going to get 4th place position. Get 80 some bucks for our troubles. And then we end this day, December 20th, at 2141. There we go. Then on December 21st, we made another final table. We got the ace and the queen all in against a 9 and a 10, and we get a little bounty. Boopity boo. 3 ways now. Hard to explain as a very short stack. Roos has a big stack. We got a 4 and a 10, and we'll let that bad boy go. King 5. We could go for the open, but I think just folding and letting Roos attack hard to explain is the best way to go about things right now. So we get a couple of 8s here. This could be a 3-way all in. Roos goes for the big raise. The question is, do I jam or do I just let this go? And I think jam is the play. I don't think calling make much sense. I suppose we could get away on some flops. But 8's 3-handed is just too strong. We rip it all in. King 4 calls. Good stuff, right? Let's hold for 36 blinds. Just sweating a king, and we do. Hard to explain has 3 blinds. They're all in. We got an ace and a 6. $10 bounty on the line. I think we at least have to call. Question is, do we raise? I land on the call option. 8-7 suited for hard to explain. Great flop for us. Interesting turn, and we're sweating a 5. And we do. We get a bounty. Boppity boo. All in from Roos for 40 blinds. We fold the Jack 7. Pretty easy to start things off. 10-6-0. Limp it on in and go from there. We could also go for a raising strategy. 2.2x. Folding's out of the question right here now. Rose rips over the limp. I'll take down another pot pre-flop. Rose rips. They don't want to play poker anymore, I suppose. King 3, oh. We limp. Rose rips. Too many blinds to call. Ace 9 will get this bad boy in. Rose rips. Pretty easy call. Queen 10 suited. We're pretty well flipping here. Queen 10 flops great. We're looking for a jack, ace, or 9, or 8. We do not find it. 4 on the river and we die. Pretty unfortunate. Alrighty, and on December 22nd, we made another final table. This time the 330 bounty builder on PokerStars. Not much to be said to start this bad boy off. We got Jonas, Andre Grunner, Kaylin, Chromo, Comedy Man, Joseph. No, that's Jose, my apologies. KK, Jose, Negu, and Notorious 7. Comedy Man has a big ass stack. They raised 2.6 blinds. We got the ace 4 suited. We could go for a 3-bet here. I don't hate it, but I don't want to face a 4-bet. So I think we just play a call. Keep the 2 shorties in the pot as well, if they want to call. We flop 3 of a kind. That's pretty good news. I do like a slow play and go from there. Make a boat on the turn. So we got this board pretty well locked up. Comedy Man bets 3.26 blinds. We're pretty happily calling. Then we're making our way to the river. King of spades. I suppose Comedy Man could have ace king, but we're just looking to get this boat all in. There's also ace 8. Oh, we better raise all in. There we go. All in is the play. We got a snap call from King. Good shit for us. $21 bounty, huge ass pot. We lose a few more bodies. Andre Grunners all in for 25 blinds. We got ace jack suited in the small. This is just going to be a call. We got to flick it in here. Notorious 7 in the big with a $41 bounty on the line. There's $40 on Grunner's head. Ace 5-0 and a jack on the flop. We got to sweat some clubs, and we do 100% on the turn. We win another big bounty, another big pot. We're happily moving along. 10-9, we go for the raise. $41 bounty on the line. I think we find the call here. Pass Brendan looks to be folding. I think it's just a call, but whatever. Then Taurus 7 was rather tight, so we just gave him respect with the raise, and we move along. Queen 8 will be an open. Get a call from Notorious 7 this time. Jose in the big. We'll play all in and take it down. Just kidding. All in. Notorious 7 calls. That's interesting. Santa Queen in the small blind. We'll raise it on up and take it down pre. Just kidding. Jose calls. We get a Queen 10-7 flop. 2 spades out there. We got the ace of spades. We're pretty happy here with top pair. Top kicker. Backdoor nut flush draw. We bet quite large, actually 2.3 blinds. Get a call for a spades on the turn. And we just size up a river jam. Maybe a little bit larger than 7 blinds. Size up a river jam. There we go. Get another call, another spade on the river. We make the nut flush. We're happily all in, and we'll take it down on the river. Just kidding. Jose calls with the King 3, and we see the great news. Runner, spade, nut flush for second nuts flush. We win an 80 blind pot. Now you see, the thing is, I didn't know what to do about this heads up match. So Chromo's just a baller, and I knew that going up into the final table. I was like, this motherfucker's good. And they just slowly pick me apart. I start with 144 blinds to 36. We've got about an hour left, and they just slowly but surely pick me apart. It's quite the it's just painful. It's painful to watch. I don't want to go through it all. It would probably help me pick up on some of my heads up leaks. Yeah, we got like ace king inverse what? Oh, it was just a 4-bet all in. No, a 4-bet to 15 blinds and take it down. Let's see. I think there was a big flip at some point. Ace queen. Tens. 3-bet to 7.5 blinds. What happens here? We got a call king queen 2 flop, so not a good flop. I wonder if we see bet and take it down though. We just give up. I think we're supposed to see bet small. This is a little bit bigger than small, but it's fine. We really want to get the bet through. 8 of diamonds on the turn. I don't know what to do. What a weird spot with the 10 of diamonds in our holding. I hope it goes check on the turn, that's for sure. Probably losing to a king or queen. There's also some diamond X. We check and lose to queen 7. That's unfortunate. Queen 3 bets, gets a call. Jack on the turn. I did want to go for a check raise jam, even though I didn't need to. I just expected him to bet the turn so frequently. I could always just call and let him bluff. There's the big bet. I just figured he was calling. I do hover over the call button, but I flick it all in. And Chroma quickly folds. So we reestablished the lead. It's not like we didn't play a good game, you know? Just unfortunate we didn't get the job done. Two pair, we check raise the turn. Wet ass board, just gets a fold. Nothing you can do about that. I think I went for a big bluff there with ace 3. Made the nut flush here. Oh, we didn't get paid much. We went for one of these block bets. Hoping to see a raise on the river. And they just fold. Couple of jacks. See a 3-bet. Ace 10 4 flop. So we could have got the jacks all in pre potentially. But it looks like we would have been pretty dead. Unless the jacks are somehow good here. We're going to find a call on the flop. 9 of clubs on the turn. Feels like an all-in's coming and we have to fold, if I'm being honest. That jack of clubs is probably a pretty bad card to have. If we do see a check though, 25 blinds, if they slide our way, that's pretty important. 5 on the river. Do we hero call? Why do we do a jack-jack? Facing that small ass bet, I don't know. But I might flick in a hero call here and now. I don't think folding is a good idea. I think we just have to call and lose to a bunch of aces. Ace queen, there it is. We saved ourselves some chips and I'm not going all in on pre-flop. There we go. We'll just be happy about that. King 6 gets a walk. Oh, King 8 versus 8-10. They flop 3 of a kind. That was good news. Ace 10-0. I think we should limp. Looks like I'm gonna rip it all in. Probably should limp though. Oh, and then we eventually get it all in. Kings versus or King 9 versus Queens. How many blinds is it? Looks like 11 or so. 11.5. Interesting. Yeah, don't min raise. Rip makes sense. They have queens. We need a king. And we don't find it. So Chroma eventually completes the big comeback. I try to say GG, but I don't get it in there. It was a very good game by them. Took him about an hour, but he eventually got the job done. Slowly picked me apart. I do think I played a fair heads-up battle, but I just know they got the best of me, of course. Not only because they got the W, but while I was playing, I could just tell they were miles ahead of me, playing better cards.